When Amazon was founded on July 5, 1994, as an online bookstore based out of a garage, few people predicted that it would develop into the massive marketplace that dominates the world today. However, the small business exploded into a commercial giant, capitalizing on the internet and selling clothing, electronics, food, magazine subscriptions, and home goods. The company has made astounding innovations in the world of cloud hosting, smart devices, and delivery services. It has released items such as Kindles and the Amazon Echo, and it currently owns major companies such as the audiobook retailer Audible and shoe shopping site Zappos. On September 4, 2018, Amazon was worth $1 trillion for a brief moment, making it the second company to pass that threshold. Apple passed it earlier in the year. Analysts predict $2 trillion isn't very far-fetched. The driving force behind Amazon's explosive growth? A 56-year-old man named Jeff Bezos. The CEO of Amazon is the main reason why Amazon became the largest retailer on the internet and a model for internet sales. Bezos was named Time Magazine's Person of the Year in 1998, and he is number 1 on Forbes' annual list of billionaires for 2020. His net worth reached an estimated $202 billion in August of 2020, and he has been the richest person on the planet since 2017. The successful CEO has been influential in many areas of the world, but sometimes the public never sees exactly how much Bezos does. In this video, we're talking about how Jeff Bezos is changing the world. When it comes to spacecraft, NASA and Elon Musk's SpaceX are commonly heard household names. As NASA rushes to return to the moon and explore the farthest corners of space, while SpaceX diligently works to develop the technology necessary to colonize Mars, it's easy to not notice that Bezos has a finger in the pot of spacecraft technology as well. In 2000, Bezos founded a company called Blue Origin. The company was shrouded in secrecy until 2019, when Bezos finally brought it out into the open during an event hosted by Blue Origin itself. Bezos has described Blue Origin as the most important work he is currently doing. The company has a vision of millions of people living and working in space, and in particular, the moon. Bezos is interested in the moon because of its abundance of resources. The ice in the craters of the moon is valuable since it can be used to make rocket propellant. It takes less effort to harvest such a resource on the moon, since it takes less energy to lift a pound off the moon than it does off the Earth. The company is currently working with NASA on the Artemis program, which aims to put the first woman and the next man on the moon by 2024. According to the company, this will be a bold first step in opening the moon for business. They also hope to pave the way to travel to Mars. For the Artemis project, Blue Origin is developing a human landing system alongside companies such as Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, and Draper. The company is also focusing on developing reusable launch vehicles and rocket engines to lower the cost of such interplanetary trips. Amazon and Blue Origin are not the only companies Bezos leads, however. Bezos also owns the Washington Post. On October 1, 2013, Bezos officially became the owner of the publication after purchasing it for $250 million. The sale was notorious because, for many, it marked the decline of the newspaper industry and a shift of power towards Silicon Valley. After print newspaper ad revenues fell 55% from 2007 to 2012 due to an increase in web traffic, the Post was among many newspapers that were struggling and wondering how to increase profit. Under Bezos' leadership, the newspaper was transformed from a local, print-focused publication to a brand that is recognized around the globe. The company doubled its web traffic in 3 years and became a profitable business in 2016. Their growth continued through 2018. Since Bezos bought the paper, 250 people have been added to the newsroom, making the total number of workers in that area of the paper 900. The paper has a new content management system and has even licensed it. The Washington Post has increased readership and engagement by being active on platforms such as Reddit and TikTok. In September of 2017, the Post had over 1 million paid digital-only subscribers, and in 2019 they had over 1.5 million. Bezos has said before that the experience of owning the Washington Post has been one of the most rewarding challenges he has had, especially since he did not have any prior knowledge of the newspaper business before taking over the publication. While Bezos is not directly involved with the production of the Washington Post, it is clear that he has guided the publication in extremely influential ways so that it is a 21st century source of information for the young and old alike. Bezos is also changing the face of healthcare, or at least is trying to do so with the help of Warren Buffett and Jamie Dimon, the leaders of Berkshire Hathaway and JP Morgan Chase, respectively. The three titans of industry created a company known as Haven to lower healthcare costs. The three CEOs were frustrated by the quality, service, and high cost their families and employees have experienced throughout the U.S. health system. The nonprofit, much like Blue Origin, has been surrounded by secrecy since it was announced in 2018. It's led by CEO Atul Gawande, a renowned surgeon and author, and is based in Boston, Massachusetts. The group hopes to work with doctors to focus on improving care for the 1.2 million employees and dependents of their companies, though they plan to share their knowledge with others. Gawande claims the results are not always complicated or expensive. The company hopes to increase the ease of access to primary care, simplify insurance benefits, and increase the affordability of prescription drugs. While they realize that solutions may take time to develop, they hope to create a way for employees of the three companies to have easy, reliable, and simplified access to high-quality yet affordable healthcare. However, it remains to be seen if the company will be able to deliver on such a high order, as rising healthcare costs plague the nation. Many other companies have failed when trying to reduce spending. However, Gawande, Bezos, Buffett, and Dimon remain optimistic about the company and its goals. Some of the ways Bezos is changing the world are smaller in scale but just as influential and important. Some analysts believe Amazon may be preparing to enter the banking business. The company has taken some steps that signal the possibility of a new venture in economics. In 2017, Amazon partnered with JP Morgan Chase to launch a credit card for Amazon Prime members. The company has considered setting up Amazon-branded checking accounts with bigger banks or letting users make person-to-person payments through Alexa, similar to the payments made possible by services such as Venmo and Cash App. Amazon is among some of the biggest companies that are originally from Silicon Valley who are trying to enter into the banking business. The companies are spending upwards of $20 billion per year trying to break into financial ventures, according to JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon. Perhaps one of Bezos' most innovative projects is the series of smart home products such as the Amazon Echo, the Echo Dot, smart plugs, and the voice assistant Alexa. However, the company has come under fire in recent years for supposedly listening to users' conversations and transcribing what users tell Alexa in order to improve the technology behind Alexa. While the company does not claim to listen to data for any other purposes, many users were not fully aware of the fact that Amazon did indeed pull small samples of their conversations. The controversy prompted Amazon to be more transparent about the use of voice samples to improve their technology, though it remains to be a common practice for the development of artificial intelligence services such as Alexa. One important way that the leader of Amazon is changing the world is through the Bezos Earth Fund. After criticism arose regarding Amazon's carbon footprint, which is one of the largest due to the company's sheer size, Bezos pledged $10 billion from his own wealth for the Bezos Earth Fund. The fund is meant to fund scientists, activists, NGOs, and any other effort that hopes to work on the global climate change problem. Amazon has also launched a $2 billion climate pledge fund which will support the development of sustainable technologies and services. The company has made a commitment to be net zero carbon by 2040, a promise they're calling the Climate Pledge. As of November of 2020, the fund has invested in 5 startups. However, there is little known about the Earth Fund, which makes sense, as Bezos isn't the most transparent person out there. From a small bookseller to a gigantic corporation that is present in nearly every aspect of daily life, Amazon has come a long way in its 26 years of business. It is arguable, though, that the company would not have been nearly as successful without their world-changing CEO, Jeff Bezos.